Hey, y'all. It is Charisma with Traveling with Charisma and Cam. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. We were just on a live and it went blank. I've never actually done the live straight from YouTube. I normally use StreamYard. So I decided to get back on StreamYard. So we'll see who joins me. So today I want to talk about some updates. I want to talk about what's going on in my life and see what's going on in your life. Um, I know it's 8:30 on a Tuesday night, and I don't normally get on at 8:30 on a Tuesday night, but I figured who knows what will happen. So here I am. Hey Rita, I'm not sure what happened on YouTube. It just blanked out. So I went back to my original StreamYard that I normally use. So we'll see if everybody else jumps back on. So, what I wanted to talk about was the first thing. So, what I was saying is, I am going to be in Mexico for Day of the Dead. God help me, I am going to be in Mexico. I have been wanting to go to Day of the Dead for a while. And you all know I was looking at going to Playa del Carmen, and I was also looking at possibly going to Playa, Playa del Carmen. And then I started looking at Merida. Hey, Carmen. Hey. So I saw this World School event. And if you don't know what World Schooling is, it's basically where you use the world as your teacher. So instead of having sit down lessons, you actually utilize what's your environment. And that's how you teach the children. So I saw this huge World Schooling event. Well, it's not a huge event, but this event, this family, they're travel agents by trade, and they started doing world schooling because their daughter needed somebody to play with, which I was like, man, that's interesting. So they decided to start putting these events together, that are a week or 2 weeks, and basically they put it out there to the world school community, and whoever wants to come to it comes. And so they decided to do the Day of the Dead. The lady, I'm not sure where she's from, but her husband is from Mexico. So he's very familiar with Mexico City. And they said that that was just one of the best places to see the Day of the Dead, versus going to Playa del Carmen or Merida, or they're actually in Puerto. I forgot where they're in, but they're in Puerto Morelos. So, they said this is a great place. So, this actually takes place in two different locations. And it's like 11 days, 10 nights, but it's expensive, y'all. It's a couple of $1,000. But, I kind of, on one end, I kind of feel like, man, I wouldn't be able to get all of this done by myself. And they're going to pyramids, they're going to the cemeteries, because with Day of the Dead, you go to the cemeteries. So they're going to the pyramids, the cemeteries, museums, they're having dinner. That's also Cam's birthday. So we would celebrate his birthday there. So it includes room and board. It says it includes breakfast, but they also mentioned that they were doing like a dinner when you first get in. So it's something I'm really considering, is really doing that, that world schooling event, the Day of the Dead. Cam uses crutches, sometimes a wheelchair. The husband was excited to say that he would help us. So, single mom with a child with special needs, you like, oh, you're actually excited to say that you'll help us? Because I don't know if you all saw the video, but I have not been getting the best responses from some of these world schools. Like, it's like the second they find out my son has special needs, it's just like, oh, it's completely taboo. And, of course, what's crazy is, these people are Americans. So the the people overseas never have a problem with the fact that my son has special needs. But the Americans, they're always like, no, not it. But a friend of mine, I was talking to a friend of mine about this because we were already talking about Day of the Dead. And when we learned about my kid, yes, Cam.
Can you give me a bed?
Okay, just a minute. It's momhood around here, y'all. But we were talking about the world schooling, and we just thought it was so amazing that basically this person decided they just wanted friends for their kid and said, "Oh, well, y'all can come here, pay me. I'll show you some things to do. Now I have an income stream and some people for my kid to play with, and some other adults I can talk to." We're over here like ding ding ding. Like once I get a location that I want to settle on, that sounds amazing. I like to do things. I like to go places. I schedule trips all the time for people. I'm not a travel agent, but I help people all the time schedule trips. I can totally do that and make $500 or more per person. We are sleeping on these passive income streams. You know, I'm all about passive income streams, y'all. Say, hey, who's on here with us tonight? Rita's on here, Carmen, Angela. Who else is on here? Angela said, that's smart. That is. I thought that was brilliant. And I told my friend, I was like, that was something that I was thinking about doing later on. Honestly, y'all, I got way too much stuff on my plate right now, but it is something that was in the back of my mind. But I'm like, that's brilliant, because now I wouldn't want to do a school. Like, I don't want to do something where like your kids are coming 4 or 5 days a week. But I don't mind doing like we do a week or two. Yeah, Angela, I'm glad I found somebody that was welcoming. But yeah, I don't mind doing a week or two. I'm one of those, like, so I was told I am a extroverted introvert. Like, I'm one of those, yeah, let's get together, let's do this, let's do that, let's have so much fun. And then I'm like, you can't find me. Like, I'm gone. I'm back. I'm to myself in my corner, and I'll see y'all in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. I'm that person. So I'm good, rah, rah, rah. And then, let's just calm down and be me. So I can so see me doing that. Like, if I did that when I get to Kenya, are y'all gonna come? Like, are y'all gonna come and hang out with me in Kenya for a week or two? Or y'all just gonna be like, oh, that's too far because Mexico is only an hour and a half, 2 hours away? Like, I need to know. I need to know if anybody's actually going to come, or am I gonna be by myself? Don't have me out here planning this whole thing. That's the only thing. Like, I get upset if I plan and then people don't show up, or they be like, oh, that's too expensive, and I'll be like, that's the best price. Like, what did you want? You want it for free? Like, and then I just start getting a little aggravated, and then I just decide I don't want to go. I don't want to do it no more. Okay, Carmen says she'll come if she has the funds. See, it would be, I guess if we do Kenya, it has to be one of those things where you plan it out, some time in advance. But, Africa flights are not as expensive as they were before. I've been tracking the flights because regardless of what I do, I'm going to Kenya in January. And the flights have not budged. They're the same price that they've been for the last 3 months since I started tracking them. So yeah, I mean, I think that's perfect. And even if you don't come to Kenya, they have these world schooling hubs all over. And even if you aren't a world schooler, you can still take your kids to these things, during the winter, during the summer. I think it's something really cool about going into different countries and different communities and experiencing these things on a local level. It's I mean, for me, I'm more excited than Cam is. Cam just like, yeah, I guess you can go to Mexico with me. But I'm super excited. Okay, Carmen's already ready. She said, how much is the Kenya trip? I don't know. I haven't planned it yet. Or do you mean my Kenya trip? So the cost of living in Kenya, flights, I only look at one-way flights, but normally you would put about maybe $300 on a round trip. So one way to Kenya is $500. The cost of living there can range anywhere from, I would say, for your average family, because you can always go high, right? I would say for your average American family and in a condo, 2-bedroom condo is about $800 to $1,800 a month, depending on what you're looking at and on what you would want. And let me see if I can show you what that would look like in Kenya, because people tend to have these assumptions about how things look in Kenya. So I'm going to pull this up. Kenya, it will be Nairobi because that is the main city there. So, and I'm going to share my screen with you all because people are always so, they're always questioning what Kenya would look like, right? Because, you think Africa and you just assume that it looks bad. But y'all, Kenya doesn't look bad. This is a condo right here. We're just going to go ahead on here while we're together. We're going to look at this condo in Nairobi, Kenya. And this is it. This is a condo in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, y'all thought we were living in some in some huts or something like that. I'm gonna tell y'all, I live in condos. When I first left and went to Panama and Costa Rica, I said I wanted to live like a local and not have all this stuff. No, y'all, I don't want to live like a local. I want to live right here with this swimming pool, this gym, and this playground area. That's where I want to live. See, this is Kenya. This is Nairobi. Honey, my friend said, if I go, I may never come back. And it's true. If I go, I may never come back. So we're going to look at this apartment, for example, right? Because they're all different. And you got to remember, this is on booking.com. So their rates may be a little bit higher than if I did like an Airbnb. Well, I don't want to look in January because I already know that January 1st, that's high season. So I'll probably go like mid-January. And I'll just do to like the end of January, right? So, and this one, I don't know this one at all. So we're gonna look and see how much this one is together. So that one has no availability. So this is what I like. This one is 1,300. And I did about 2 weeks. But remember, this is on booking.com, right? So it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So this is for 16 nights. It's 1,300 a night. So this is a 1-bedroom apartment as well. And this is the luxury apartments. So you think this is what the $2,500 $2,000 to $2,500 may look like, right? This right here. So, we're not living in any huts. Like, we're not doing that. These are these are nice places. And then, and then you have your cancellation. And then you can do breakfast if you want. But then let's look. If we go on Airbnb, of course, it's going to be cheaper. So let's look. It's Nairobi, Kenya. And we're going to just do a month here, right? Because people always, I don't know why people be thinking we in the jungle when I say we going to Kenya. So let's just do a month, right? So look at this, y'all. So a month in Kenya, y'all. I'm not doing no private room though. I told y'all I'm bougie. So definitely not doing a private room. I need 2 bedrooms. And I'm gonna need a pool. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need a whole pool. Let's see. Where's the pool at? The amenities. Well, I think it'd be cold then. So I'm not going to add, I guess I can still add the pool just in case. And I want a gym. So y'all, this is what we're looking at. $1,439 a month. And I'm going to come back and check the comments in a minute. $1,439 a month. I don't know where you live, but in Atlanta, we're not getting this condo for $1,439 a month. We're not doing this. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and save this one right here. Oh, crap. I'm not logged in. I'll log in a little bit. I do need to save this one, though. This one's nice. I like this one. with these 2 twin beds. This is Kenya, y'all. You see this? We get to look on our balcony. This one has 4 bathrooms. I don't like that. I don't want to look at the train all night. I don't necessarily want to do that. The Apple Tree Apartments. It has the gym. It has the pool. This is the life that we live in. This is what we're doing over here. Hold on. You can't see it? Okay. Hold on. Let me show you the screen, the new screen then. Hold on. Let's show you. Okay. Let me stop sharing on that one and start sharing on the other one. Okay. So you can see this one. Because I want you to see this screen. Hold on. Just a second. Share screen. And Chrome tab. Nairobi. Okay, this is the one that I was looking at. Can you all see it now? Tell me if you can see the Airbnb screen. Because you should be able to see this one now. Okay, so this one is the one that I said is $1,400 and some change. This is the living room, and that's a month, y'all. That's not 2 weeks. That's a month. So this is our living room. I said I'm gonna need to bookmark this one. This is nice. This is our living room, our dining area. See that? We got our full kitchen. And overseas, they always have 6 plates for their kitchen. I don't know what they cooking, but they always have 6 plates. Okay, making sure y'all can still see it. Okay. This is the bed. This is one of the bedrooms. And this is another bedroom. I'm not sure how many bedrooms this one has. That's the 3rd bedroom. 3rd bedroom. Let's see. Let me do a full screen. That's one of the bathrooms. So y'all see, people think that Kenya is just like a village. This is it right here. This is where these are the places that we're staying in. This is it right here. $1,400. In Atlanta, we are not getting this for $1,400. The parking area, this is the building itself. Apple Tree Apartments, the gym, the pool. Yeah, these are the places we're staying at. I'm not a live like the locals type of person. So yeah, this is it. And then the pool and the gym, like I was saying, down here. So yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on today. Let me plug in this other screen so I can see what you all are seeing at the same time. Hold on. I'm gonna plug in this other screen to make sure I see what you're seeing. Okay. Because you're seeing this. And then I'm going to close out these other screens to make sure you're seeing everything that I'm seeing. There we go. Close this one out because I want to make sure there we go. So I can see what y'all are seeing. And then this is it here. Okay. Now I see what you're seeing. Okay. So this is what I was discussing with you all. And then I'm going to make that bigger. There we go. So now you're able to see the pictures of this Airbnb. And this is in Nairobi, Kenya, right in the heart of it for $1,400. So this is not like you're in the outskirts, anything like that. Yeah. So that's why I'm always like, where do y'all, what do y'all think happens in Kenya? Like, what do y'all think is going on there? And then I always do the searches with the pool and the gym. So the gym, the pools, all of that. So, and that's typical for Kenya, actually. That's not like, oh, that's just a one of a kind. That is definitely very typical for Kenya. Um, so we could look at another one. So I always do monthly stays with Airbnb. Sometimes that bites me in the butt, but you get bigger discounts if you do a monthly stay. Typically, you're going to get anywhere from a 20 to a 50% off discount. I would not go right at New Year's because I know that's when people are traveling. I would wait until this. That's why I put in a week or two after New Year's, because I know, ain't nobody there. And then there's certain things that I must have. When I live in Atlanta, I don't must have a pool, but when I'm gone, I must have a pool and a gym. Like I'm not trying to go anywhere else and live a regular life. When I leave, I'm living bougie and free. Uh, so you said she said the U.S. lies to folks. They don't want us to know that we can enjoy life elsewhere. No, they don't. They don't want you to know that you're paying all of this money when people are paying pennies compared to that where they are. And so, like, let's look at this one. This one looks nice. This one's 1,500 for the month. It's still loading. Now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I may not come back. I would be gone. I may not come back. I'll send y'all some pictures sitting in front of this fire though. Um, Look at the 1,500 a month, y'all. And don't forget, that's the Airbnb price. Like once you get there and you're there for a month, the months after that, you just negotiate with the person who put the property on Airbnb, because if you book direct with them, then they make more money, you pay less money, and everybody is happy. This is Nairobi, Kenya. This is where you're staying. Yeah, the US is lying to us. They just want us to stay here so we can keep paying them. I mean, you got this top of the line kitchen. Look at this. I don't have this I don't even know how to, half the time I don't know how to work the kitchen stove in other countries, y'all. I always have to call somebody. Yeah, top of the line kitchen. Oh, they have the elephants. I'm an elephant fanatic, y'all. So this right here up here, I saw that immediately. Um, Beautiful. I mean, look at this. What was this one? 1,500 a month. Mhm. Now with Airbnb fees, that give us like another 200. But you can always contact them and try to negotiate off the Airbnb. You're not technically supposed to. But I mean, you can. You could do like a week, stay a week, and then negotiate the next months with them. So stay a week, make sure you like that property, and then negotiate that following month with them. So yes, y'all, I will definitely be in Kenya um, for I'm going to be in Kenya in January. Right now, I'm working on getting to the Day of the Dead in Mexico, but I'm gonna be in Kenya in January. Tell me what are the plans? What are you all doing? This is a little of my plan, but I still want to know what's going on with you all and what you all are doing. So let me know in the chat. Now, the other thing is, you all know I came back to the US to invest in property, and I have been all over. I went to Detroit to celebrate my birthday with my family, and my stepbrother was getting married. I ended up talking with a partner out there that does flipping and buy and holds in Detroit. So I may be investing out there as well. It's a cheap market to get in. I got back here to Atlanta. Ended up finding a triplex that I signed the contract to put a bid in on the triplex to see how that goes. Of course, I have to do the evaluations, get someone out there, the agent out there to look at it. But yeah, I have that property going in Atlanta, and then I'm actually looking at a commercial property also in Huntsville. So I have so many projects going on. I just celebrated my birthday. Now the turn up is over because it is work time. Like I have got to get these projects done because y'all know I'm all about passive income. So I told myself I got to boost this passive income to get to Kenya because that is my goal, is to get to Kenya. So I'm doing that. I'm still working, nurse practitioner, still working. I won't say my 9 to 5 job because y'all I don't work 9 to 5 and I don't work 5 days a week. I work, but I work for myself most of the days. But it's just working on your craft, redefining who you are, working through your hustle, doing what you need to do to live the life that you need to live. So, what are y'all doing right now? Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Am I the crazy one over here running around with my like a chicken in my with my head cut off? Is anybody in Alabama, in Huntsville? I could definitely use somebody there. I got to go to Huntsville to look at this property. Let me know. Let me know what y'all are doing. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen. Y'all may end up coming to Kenya with me at this rate. Rita, what's going on with you? How are your plans to Mexico going? I know that was very big for you. That you were thinking about going over to Mexico. Let me know. I'm curious. I want to know how everybody's doing. What kind of progress are we making? Because it's important that we making progress towards our goals. We're not necessarily gonna crush them all out the gate, or else they wouldn't be our goals. Goals are meant to move forward and make that progress. So tell me, what are you doing? What steps are you taking through December 31st, 2022? Oh, you're in Mississippi? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in Huntsville this month. I gotta go to Huntsville because I gotta see this property. hmm So let me know, what steps are you taking? Because we're working towards these goals. We're working to get up out this country, y'all. I've been getting out of this. My first ticket to Mexico was September. My second ticket to Mexico was October 2nd. And now my third ticket to Mexico is about to be like October 23rd. But you know what? It's a work in progress, right? Because I'm getting there at some point. My goal, my last, I gotta be there for Day of the Dead. Gotta be there. Rita said I'm trying for Playa, trying to decide between Playa and Mexico City. My biggest issue is finding the perfect spot for my kiddo with in-person school. So Playa might not be it. So what I decided about Playa was it just didn't seem like it was the most kid-friendly place. It seemed like Merida was more that place, family friendly, but I just found Merida to be expensive for what it was. Like I just didn't, their rates are so pricey to be in Merida. It just seemed like it shouldn't be that expensive. Y'all ain't got no beach. Like how you charging us all this money? You don't even have no water for me to swim in. So I don't know. I was like, I don't know that I really want to press go on Merida. But I mean, I think I'm gonna press go on Mexico City and this world school. So if I do, I'll definitely let y'all know. Angela says, I'm decluttering. I'll be in Kansas City for a few more years, but never too soon to start getting ready and sprinkling in some travel in between. Angela, that's what I did. So before I rented my very first house out, I lived in it, right? And I actually, oh, it was maybe like a year or two before I left that house that I actually started decluttering. So I began throwing away stuff I didn't need. Well, first of all, I stopped going to yard sales. So, I don't know if y'all a yard seller, y'all, but me and my friend, I had got with her and started going to these yard sales, y'all, and I would just be buying all kinds of stuff. So my first step for decluttering was just not to buy any more shit. Like, that was the first problem. I just would buy too much stuff. This was before like I was buying stuff on Amazon. I would just go to yard sales and just buy like crystal stuff, like all kinds of stuff. So I stopped going to yard sales. Then I started decluttering. I started getting rid of stuff I didn't need. And you'd be amazed how much stuff you have, especially when you've lived in a house for a decade, how much stuff you have. So I started decluttering 2 years before I moved. The other thing I started doing, because I knew I was going to rent out the house, was I actually started fixing stuff in the house. So I started doing painting. I got the fence fixed. I didn't have major stuff because I've always done the upkeep, but I did start doing a lot of those things in the house that needed to be done. So yeah, you said stop bringing stuff in. It's anti-decluttering. It was my anti-decluttering. That was, I mean, I was always buying stuff. Like I was like, y'all, on a Saturday morning, I'd be up 6, 7 o'clock and we going to a yard sale. I'm like, Cam, you want to go yard selling? Like to the point, y'all, he was in their yard selling. By the end of the trip, I had to bring him something to do because he would get tired. So yeah, that was decluttering. So no, I don't think it's too early to start, because even when I rented out that house and I downgraded to the 3 bedroom, it still took me a month to move out because I had so much stuff. So even after decluttering, not yard selling for 2 months, I still had another month where I had to move stuff. I still had stuff. I was like, where all this stuff come from? So, it's never too early. Rita said Merida is hot. I already live in Vegas. Go from hot to hell. Yeah, they say Merida is like real heat too. I don't know where they get all that heat from. I mean, I don't know, but I'm not trying to be there in summer months. Um, yeah, repairs are on deck. Yeah, well, even if you're going to sell or rent, you want to start doing those repairs, because if you do them slowly now, it makes it so much easier. Like once I got ready to rent the house, I rarely have any issues with my renters. That's really one of the things that keeps me a passive investor. Fix everything on the front end, and then you don't have to fix things on the back end. Carmen said, how does a person on a fixed income travel the world and stay in contact with medical doctors? Remember that there's medical doctors all over the world. I mean, that's really truly honest. People with fixed incomes travel all the time. Look at Panama. Panama is full of retirees. It's called the pension retiree pack. Like it's a package for retirees. And actually, Carmen's from Panama, so but it is a pension for retirees. You can live in Panama easy for less than $1,000 a month in a 1 to 2 bedroom condo on the beach. I can tell you that because I've lived in Panama for I stayed there for about a month or so. Yeah, and I know people that live there, and they live there easily. And the reason why I say Panama, because Panama and the U.S. speak the same language in sense of doctors and things like that. But if you look at Panama, you look at Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, those are the places that a lot of retirees are going. Those are the places a lot of Black women are going because we're very much accepted there. And those are places that is fairly easy to get residency because they like our U.S. money. So, even though getting 900, let's say $1,200 a month in Social Security will only get you like somewhere in the projects as an older person here in the States, $1,200 a month. If you need a 1 bedroom condo, you want a pool, a little gym, and a beach will take you very far in a lot of these other countries. Maybe not so much Costa Rica, but it'll get you a nice little place in Panama. I'm not sure what the pension is, how much you have to make. Um, and you definitely are gonna come up in Colombia because Colombia is so cheap. Our money is worth so much in Colombia. Like if you need a place that's cheap and nice, I would go to Colombia. I mean, honestly, hands down. I mean, people love it. Like black, and when I say people, I'm always black women in particular, black men and women, but all Americans love Colombia. I didn't love Medellin as much. There's no water. I need water. But there's Cartagena, Cali. I don't know if y'all familiar with Cali, but they say Cali has a Caribbean vibe. It's called Cali in Colombia. Cali, Colombia. But as far as the doctors, everything in the other countries are cheaper. You all remember when I hurt my shoulder, my MRI was like $300. That's with no insurance. Like that was the price of my MRI, and it wasn't. I was like, "Oh, what is this MRI machine gonna look like?" Y'all, they MRI machine look better than our MRI machine. Like they had the little thing to hold my shoulder down. It was a very nice, So that's the thing. You have to, there are doctors everywhere. Now, if you have like my son, he has a very special disorder. There's actually only one doctor in the world that studies it. Well, we come to see her, but everybody all over the world comes to see her, right? But your typical issues, you can see the doctors there, or you can just remember you're a short plane ride away. These places are less than 4 hours away. You're a short plane ride away to coming back to the States. So it's not like me going to Kenya where I'm in a whole different crazy time zone, where it's day here, it's night there. But if you're right in these little areas, if you're in South America, Central America, you can do your eye exams, your mammograms, all of those different things right there in those countries for pennies on a dollar. And then if your specialist that you see every 6 months, fly back and see your specialist. It's that simple. Or switch to Miami. Don't see your specialist that you used to go to in New York. See somebody in Miami. That's still the States. So that's what some people do. They do Miami, they do Texas, so they may do Houston, Texas. So, because there's those specialists are everywhere. So that's the other thing you got to think about. Let's see. So Carmen says she's going to Bahamas. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then let's see. Hold on. IGF for life. Working on my daughter's passport. Just apply for it. Trying to get to Mexico ASAP. Beat the income increase requirement to be eligible for the temporary residency. Do you know when they're increasing it? Let us know. I was thinking about getting residency just somewhere, y'all. I was like, man, maybe I should just get residency somewhere. I don't know if I want to live there, but maybe I should just do residency just so I have somewhere to escape to. Because y'all, when y'all get ready to vote for president and Trump run, I ain't about to be here. No, ma'am. No, I need to be a resident elsewhere because I don't know what's going to happen to these United States of America. So I need to have a safe haven. So I may need to go ahead and apply for residency somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna need to probably do that. So girl, yes, get your daughter, if you got any other children, you got some parents, make sure they got a passport to get out of here in when y'all having that election 2023. Make sure y'all got a passport out of here in October of 2023 so y'all not here during that election. But yeah, let us know, IGF for life, when if you know when they're increasing the income. What is the income now? Do you know? Share that with us. Rita said that virtual for Carmen, virtual doctor visits is an option. So virtual doctor are an option, but since you're out of country, they cannot prescribe. However, they can recommend. In most countries, you don't need a prescription for most medications unless they're narcotics, and even sometimes you don't need them for narcotics. So yes, that's an option. I did that in Panama. I called a virtual doctor to I think I something I wasn't feeling well. And I don't like to treat myself. I always feel like it's counterproductive. So I called a virtual doctor. Hey there, what it do, DG? Let's see. Angela said $200 to $300 is the copay for MRI in Mexico. In US, yes, $400 for my insurance was the copay for a MRI, and I paid less than the copay for my MRI. And actually, you all know what I did. I did a virtual visit. I saw my orthopedist in Atlanta, and I just uploaded or sent him the MRI disc. I uploaded those images, sent them to him, so he read the images because he's the one that let me know I didn't need surgery. I just needed PT. So yeah, I mean, virtual visit is definitely an option. I even think to mention that, Rita and Angela. Yep. So that's what I did. I saw my doctor here, and I did my MRI there. So, yep. I don't know if I qualify for Costa Rica. I've been trying. You may have to help me. Y'all, some of you all may know that my family is from Panama and Costa Rica. So I've been trying to do citizenship. But y'all, me and Costa Rica, we have a love-hate relationship. I don't like reptiles. And they got the most geckos, lizards, frogs, turtles. They got more damn animals than I have ever seen anywhere. Like it's too much. It's too much. Like, why y'all got so many lizards in Costa Rica? It's like the land belongs to the reptiles, and the humans just happen to live there. And this is every single part of Costa Rica I have visited. I have yet to visit a place in Costa Rica. I done been north. I done been closer over there in what's oh gosh, what's the area called near Panama? In Costa Rica. Puerto Viejo. I done been all over in Costa Rica. The animals, y'all, I walked over to the beach and it was a stingray swimming. Stingray's supposed to be all the way in the ocean. Why are you right here? Why are you so close to me? Like, I can't do Costa Rica. I tried. I can't do Costa Rica. Um, Angela said Mexico seems like a viable option since there are no minimum days in the country required. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, even when you go as a tourist, you get 180 days. So for a little bit, they were changing it and, giving you 20 days here, 30 days there, 60 days. But now I know if you go through Cancun and I believe maybe Mexico City, I know Cancun, you get 180 days. So, I mean, that's 6 months. But I don't know. They may shut down their borders once our election come up. They probably still mad at us. So, I don't know. All right. Let's see. Exactly. Can't be in the states with the hate. I heard income increase possible at the first of the year. Each state price is different. Right now, 19 to 2,700 per 6 months has to be captured. So is that your amount that you have to have in the bank, or do you have to make 1,900 to 2,700 a month? I guess that's my question. You said, I'm getting into freedom for life. I need to change the spelling I see. What's your name? Is that what you're referring to? But yeah, let us know about Mexico. I don't really know that I want to be in Mexico, but y'all, I know I'm not trying to be here. I'm not. But yeah, so we talked about the medical stuff. We talked about Mexico. I don't even know what it takes to be a resident in Kenya. Y'all may mess around and see me married to some Kenyan man for my residency. Hell, men do it all the time. somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll like a nice Kenyan anyway. So I think I'll be okay. I'm gonna be a whole queen. I'm a queen anyway, but I'm gonna be a whole real royal queen over there in Kenya with those Kenyan men. Nice looking Kenyans. Y'all gonna mess around. I'm never coming back to these states. Y'all know you can't. I can't come back to visit and bring my man. You see what happened to old girl when she brought her man over here to the U.S. What was the girl name? The Players Club girl. What's her name? And she brought her husband over here. She was a whole queen over there, and her behind decided, oh, let me bring my man over here. She started hanging out with old dude. Next thing you know, he was in those streets, honey, and they were divorced. That man came over here and got a taste of these American low class. You got some of these low class women out here. They ain't care if that man was married or not. She brought that man over here, and that was all she wrote. So y'all, I ain't bringing mine back. We staying right over there in Kenya. I'm not about to get me no chocolate hunk of man in Kenya and about to bring him back with all these desperate women in hell, especially in Atlanta. I'm not bringing him back here. Lose my Kenyan prince. Like coming to America. He gonna be like, what is that? What is that? And we're not doing that. We're gonna stay right here in this castle. And anybody that want to meet you better come visit. And just say, see if he got a few brothers for your friends. Girl, right. They'd be quick to grab them an American. Joke is on them because we ain't coming back to the States. Yeah, if that's I tell people I'm not coming back to the States. I tell men, so I'm not the best person to marry if you trying to become a citizen. Right. Carmen said, I'm marrying him in Kenya. Exactly. We are not coming back here. We're gonna be riding down the aisle on a zebra. Y'all, we are not. I hear you coming back here. Y'all gonna mess around. You're gonna see a zebra and an elephant walking down the aisle. That's gonna be our nuptials right there. You get in where you fit in. Either you come to Kenya or you better catch it on the broadcast because we ain't we're not bringing him back. Y'all know how many people, not even just Kenyan, you know how many women bring their men back to the States and lose them? They get back, they don't have no man. No, man. They get here. I mean, you got to think about it. I don't think that there is anywhere else in the world, right, where women walk around half naked. They don't care who they do, when they do, how they do it. They don't, it used to be back in the day where the women of the night stayed in the shadows. Like, now they don't care if that man married. They all out there. They don't care. They don't have no scruples about it. They all like whatever, it is what it is. They doing a lot. Let me keep my African king in Africa, where even if they do cheat, they quiet because it's taboo. Or we already know he need to have 6 wives, and I ain't having no damn kids. So let's do that. We gonna stay over here. Well, we ain't got some of these scrupulous women at. And frankly, I don't want to be here no way. That why I'm leaving. Carmen said I'm gonna be Stella on my cruise and no shame. I know that's right. Go ahead and get your groove back. You get one of those Bohemian men. Oh, they're gonna be all on it. Get one of those Bohemian men. I actually had a guy a Bohemian man in Dominican Republic try to talk to me. Dominican Republic is kind of a melting pot. Like I met men from all over the place. And he said, yeah, I've been here for 6 months. I said, oh, okay. He said, I'm divorced. I said, really? So that ring been on your finger for 6 months and you divorced? Oh, this. And then he gonna try to turn it around and take it off. I'm like, I still saw it, right? I told him that. He was like, oh, sir, I still saw the ring. Then I said, so when was the last time you saw your kids? He was like, "Oh, when I was in Bahamas 6 months ago, sir." Oh, okay. I'm like, "Oh no, don't get it twisted. They got deadbeats all over the world now. Don't don't think that just because you go to another country, all of the men are good. So yeah, some of them are deadbeats, and a lot of times when you go to these other countries, you make more than a lot of these men. So they gonna, girl, they'll be living off of you. I met some in the DR where they were living off of those women. Poor women were paying for everything. They were paying for the rent. They were paying for the food. Because those men are only making $200-300 a month. That's too much for me. I can't be paying for everything. Now they may keep up the house and cook and clean. I don't want to pay for everything. I'm just not raised that way. I'm raised for, I need the man to take care of me and pay for the stuff for me. How am I gonna take care of you, pay for the stuff for you, and take care of my son and pay for the stuff for him? All you are is an added expense. How that work? Like, I mean, I don't know. Ain't enough motion around there for that. No, no. So I need a good one. I need a good one that, preferably somebody that makes money passively. I don't want him to work too much because we got to travel. Y'all, I have a very high list. This is probably why I'm single, because this list of mine just have so many things on it. I don't know. Okay, so I went on a tangent again. So where else are y'all going? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are your plans? What are you thinking about for next year? DG, where are you going? You all, I know you're all over the place. Where are you going? Where are you? Well, actually, where are you at? What it do, DG? Where are you at? So y'all may not know. So she's a van lifer. So I think I said that right. Tell me if I said that right. So she transformed her van into her own home, and basically she travels around the United States in her van. And that's how she explores the country, and that's how she does what she does. I think it's pretty cool. There was a time where I had looked at switching over a school bus, and it's called a schoolie. And because my son loves school buses, so I considered switching over a school bus and doing that same thing and traveling around. Actually, no, I just wanted to go from here to California because I want to go up California and go up to Washington. And then what I was thinking was that I would actually do a nonprofit so that other children with special needs, I would make it wheelchair accessible, and other children with special needs can spend time on the school bus. So that's another one of those thoughts in my mind that I want to do. I have all of these things that I want to do, y'all. If I had an infinite amount of money, it'd be wonderful. You said you're in South Carolina visiting Maryland this weekend, Texas in November. Girl, you are going. Is that right? You going from South Carolina to Maryland? Is that what that is? This weekend. How long is that ride? That sounds far to me, but I'm not a driver. So yeah, she does van life in an SUV. That's so cool. I wouldn't want to be in an SUV by myself with Cameron all the time though. I love my kid, but we got to have our space. We need our 50 feet. My current situation might need a bigger van though. We'll see how it works out. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You just can't put that out there talking about her current situation. Did you drop a video with this current situation? Is this current situation a 9 month situation? Is this current situation like a new boo situation? Like what is this current situation that requires a van? And y'all see how what it do put it out there. She said, "Oh, it's only 8 hours, girl. What you talking about? It's far. Only 8 hours. I drive from Atlanta to Savannah, and I'm mad. It's 4.5 hours, girl. I'm mad. You don't want to ride with me if I gotta drive. I'm mad. By hour 3, I'm angry. So." no more than one person needs more space. I know it's another person, but we don't know if it's a 9 month person or if it's a or it's a new boo person or it's an existing family person. I mean, Angela said, we need to know what's going on. She upgrading, but that's so cool to like drive around, to redo your van. It's funny because I was actually on a call today where they were talking for real estate investing, where they were talking about buying land for RVs, so buying RV parks, because so many people are starting to move around in these RVs, and there's this huge need for them. They said it was actually a lot of millenniums that are looking at it right now because they can't afford rent or the mortgage. So they're starting to do the van life, and things like that, because it's actually cheaper than trying to live out here. Oh, she said, boo situation. No, 6 month situation here. I'd be so mad, girl. You and me both. I would. Oh, so you did it with a toddler. How did that work out? What kind of vehicle did you do? A van, an SUV? How did you tell us how you did that with a toddler? And do you like your toddler that much? So, I think I get tired of my son. My son talk a lot. I get you gotta really like your kids. Like really, really like to be with them all the time, because you can't be like, go to your room. So that's why when I travel, somebody they said they it's them and their toddler and they only do one room. I need 2 rooms. One for me, one for you. I don't want to sleep with you every night. And I don't want you under me every night. You said how to make the space more efficient. Okay, that's cool. And that's cool that you found somebody else that wants to do what you want to do. I can't find no damn body with a passport that want to travel the world like I travel the world and can go when I go. So I think that's so cool. Like, wait a minute. So where'd you find him at? Where do I find one of these at? Where do you find expat men at? I don't know. Y'all, I mean, I love my kids, right? But they be needing their own space. Now, I don't even know if they need their own space. I need my own space. Like, y'all, I tried to start this broadcast downstairs with Cam, and he started getting so loud. Like, we can't share the space. Like, we can't. No, that's a no. Like, and then he talking during the broadcast. I'm like, okay, Cam, all right. I'm like, okay, yes, separate. Rita said, I looked into RV parks. The owners of those parks caught onto the getting over on people. Now they increased the lot rents and the wait list is so long. Yes. So me and my real estate. So I'm going to go to this class on today's Tuesday, Thursday, where they're talking about investing in RV parks. I'm like, that's not bad. I'm like, oh, there's a big need there. So that's cool. She said, I totally get it. That's why it's funny. Yes, girl. You gonna be you gonna be checking for him too, girl. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm relationship material. I don't know. I don't know if I'm relationship material. I just be feeling like fabulous and free. Like I don't want to stay nowhere. I don't want to do nothing I don't want to do. I don't want to cook and clean. Now, I cook and clean all the time. I cook every day. I probably clean every other day when it's me and my son. But once the man come in the picture, I don't want to do that. What do I look like, Susie Homemaker? I'm not trying to do. I don't know if I'm like him. It's probably why I'm single now, because I ain't trying to cook and clean. Where the maid at? We ain't got no. Well, that's why I'm not living in no country where the maid charge $100 to clean my house one time. I got to be in the countries where the maid charged me $100 to $300 a month, and she the nanny. Like I gotta be in those situations because as I cross over, I just turned 38. I'm cool with being 38. As I cross over into 40, I got 2 years to get to millionaire status. But even while I'm not millionaire status, I gotta start practicing millionaire status. Millionaires don't cook their own food. They're not watching their own kids. I gotta start practicing millionaire status. They say you got to pretend to be who you want to be. I gotta pretend to be a millionaire, y'all. I can't keep living like a regular person if I want to be a millionaire. You need to start walking the walk and talking the talk. So yeah, right now that's what I'm gonna do. She said, what did you say? I just told somebody I don't think I am. My wheels are ready to roll. So, girl, yeah, I don't know. Requirement. Yeah, yes. That whole I gotta cook, I gotta clean. Man, I dated somebody and I started to have to cook and clean, and I started not liking them no more. Because they were working all the time. But I honestly just stopped liking them. I was like, wait, you're not cooking and cleaning no more? Like, what are you good for? You don't cook and clean? I'll be honest. It's too I'm not even see, I want to go there, but there are too many things out there that can be a substitute for a man nowadays for you not to offer more. I'm gonna need you to cook, clean, take us out, uh, help me with the kid. I need you to do some extra stuff. Because I mean, in this society, I was all for the independent woman. I was all the Beyonce, Destiny's Child, all the ladies who independent. I no, no, I don't. I'm not really interested in the independent anymore. I'm interested in being quite dependent. Quite dependent. You go. What's broken? You go ahead and fix that. Please do. Please fix that. What happened? Oh, let's call somebody to do that. I'm not really interested in being extra independent and doing everything. Yes, I do want my millionaire. I want my millionaire status. Definitely taking on that millionaire mindset. But I'm taking that millionaire mindset with the attitude of a queen. Like, I'm going to sit on this throne and let it do what it do. Y'all take care of that. What you say you need? You need me to write this check? Okay, let me sign this check real quick. Take care of that. What you need? Oh, only time I want to go out and do the fun stuff. Go hang out, me and Cam hang out and go do the stuff we like to do. The regular stuff, somebody else can cook. We don't need me to cook. My son has had more home meals from me than he did. He good. He don't have to have no more. Angela says she don't want the traditional relationship either. I don't know that I want the traditional relationship. I don't know what it is. Like, I think you get in this mindset of being free. And I'm like, I don't really want to be just locked down. Honestly, you can have your own house. It ain't even the kids that I don't just want to live with. I don't even think I need to live with the man either. I can live over here in this 2-bedroom condo. You can live next door in your 2-bedroom condo. Like, we ain't even gotta live in the same house, y'all. I have a friend and her mom and stepdad. That's how they are. They live in 2 different houses. Now, every couple of years they live together, and that works for them. And when I was growing up, I used to think that was the strangest thing. I was like, why would you do that? Like, why wouldn't you want to live with your husband? Now, in my 30s, honey, please go ahead and get your own condo and do what it do. I don't even need to. I don't need to live with you. I don't need to see you every day. I don't need to. Right. The king and his throne and his riches. But you do have to get out the house to find the king. So you gotta go somewhere where there may be kings. That's the problem. We don't leave the house anymore. Now, when I'm out the country, I leave the house. You said it feels cagey in the traditional way. It does. You said I'm not for all that living together. Y'all, It's crazy. My ex-husband, when I first met him and we moved in together, he moved in because he lived out of the city, in a different city. So we moved, I lived in Atlanta, so he moved in with me, and I had a two-bedroom style roommate plan. So, room on each end. So I ended up buying my house, and I made sure I bought it before we got married, and only my name was on it. But ended up buying my house. And one of the reasons I got my house, because it was a 5 bedroom. Mind you, it was me, him, and my daughter. It was a 5 bedroom. And I felt like he was always there and in my space. Now, that really should have cued me in. That probably wasn't the person to marry if I couldn't be around him, and I bought this big house just not to be around him. But when you in your 20s, you in love and you don't really think about the obvious things. But that was the thing. I could not stand like being around him all the time. She said the kings may not be in America. That part, my king ain't American. I'm gonna be honest. I already know that. I've already been told by the gods that my king is not American. That is not it. Let's see. You might be allowed to spend the night some weekends, but nah, you can't live there, girl. You lucky if you get the weekends. I may be busy. You better get in on these weekdays. These weekday visits are where it's at. I don't know that you're gonna get no weekends. What we doing on the weekend? Tell me what we doing, and I'll decide if we getting in on the weekends. You said I rented my condo out and banked while working full time in Texas. During the pandemic, we traveled so much stateside. I think there's a tour video on my van on my channel. Okay, y'all take a look at that. Basically she house hacked. She took her condo, rented it out, made some money, and lived her best life. I'm all for that. I did that with my house. I put that on air. My other house, one I rent out, but the other one I put it on Airbnb. Yep. So, yeah, Angela said you might be allowed to spend a night. Yeah, honey, I don't know. And it's funny because you're always so quiet about not wanting to be about that traditional relationship life. And it's so many women nowadays that do not want that traditional relationship. And my thing is, I already been married, been there, done that. I got 2 kids. I got a boy and a girl. They be like, "Oh, you're not having any more kids?" They be like, "But two, it's not a lot." Okay, well, you have them. You can have all the kids you want to. Don't be trying to be in control of my uterus over here. My uterus ain't got nothing to do with your uterus. I'm not stopping you from having no kids. I'm just telling you, I ain't having no more kids. I have been blessed with a boy and a girl. My son is almost 11. My daughter will be 20. I ain't about that new generation life where you be having generations of kids. I already got 2 that's spaced out. Nope, not happening. Me and my son, we're going to travel this world, live our best life. I'm going to find my king overseas. My son may mess around and find him a queen overseas while we at it. Y'all, he loved those little Hispanic girls. He do. He's always loved them, even here. And I'm like, how you spot out the little Hispanic girl even here? Yeah, he love them. So yeah, yeah. You said did the traditional thing, boy and girl. Yeah, like I've had the wedding, the big wedding. I'm not doing a big wedding. I ain't spending all that money to feed y'all no chicken. I'm not. I sure won't. We not getting no pasta, none of that. I'm not doing any of that. So we're gonna have this wedding with this little white dress that I probably got from Ross. We're gonna have this wedding there on the beach somewhere. And you come, you don't, you lucky if it's an invitation. I can't even guarantee you it's gonna be an invitation. It's probably gonna be like, look what I did Saturday, y'all. Like, if you ain't talked to me on the phone in the last 2 weeks, this was on a need to know basis. Obviously, we are not that close. So you did not need to know. Angela said, I'm about to be retired. from raising kids. Girl, what age are you at? What age are your kids? Girl, that retirement. Once I got at least got one out, I was like, okay, then, my mom always said you can do a lot with two on the hip. You can't do a lot more than that. I think she said that so many times. It must have ingrained in me because as far as I knew, all you could have was two kids. My mom said, well, she would say you could go anywhere with one on the hip, but you could still get around with two. Once you over two, it's a lot harder. And I mean, that is true. Y'all take a second and punch the thumbs up. Oh, yes, give me a like, y'all. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. Go ahead and like, subscribe. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, girl. I'm not good at that. You said I ain't trying to do a wedding. I can't with that. Girl, I went to my stepbrother's wedding in Detroit. Yeah. I had never been to a Detroit wedding. I was not ready for the bridesmaids to walk down the aisle and they to be like, yay, Nene, yes, girl, get it. I see you. I ain't about to be paying for nobody to do that foolishness. I will not. You will not do that foolish. They ain't do that foolishness at my first wedding. Y'all will not do no foolishness like that. That's not. It's not happening. We're not doing that. I am not paying thousands of dollars to do that foolishness. Rita, those your folks. Yes, those are not my folks. I was not ready. I was not ready for them to do that. So, yes. Oh, she said, retired a couple of years ago. You're going to love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. That retirement, yes. And being a nurse practitioner, I worked in geriatrics with older people. And that was the other thing that pushed me to travel because they always said, do not wait until you're retired, like 65 to start traveling and doing things that you want to do because it may come and go and you may not be able to do all of those things. Like you start to have ailments, your kids start to need you and you look up and your quote unquote good years are gone. Oh, you said kids are 19 and 14. Yep. Those are those ages. You almost there. Yep. Because 14 is what? 8th grade? 9th grade? 8th grade, maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you almost there. Everybody retired. Why I ain't retired yet? I'm working on it. I'm trying to retire by 40, millionaire status. Y'all don't know how many times I keep saying that in my head because as long as I keep saying it, it's going to come true. By 40. I got 2 years. 2 years to get it. So, yeah. I love it. I'm like, live your best life though, because life is too short to be working on this plantation. Y'all know somebody told me today they worked on a plantation. I was like, huh? I was like, what? She was like, I work on a plantation. I didn't even ask any more questions. I asked no questions because I was not ready for what it meant if someone said they worked on a plantation. But in our sense, the 9-to-5 job, it is not worth working on this plantation for these plantation owners too long in this world and wasting your time making them rich while you are sad, upset, anxious, because y'all know we got the most anxious people in the United States, depressed because we one of the richest countries but got so much depression. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to live that life. After we almost died during the pandemic, y'all know we're the ones that actually made it. All these people that died. Do y'all remember the first 6 months of the pandemic when this looked like something out of what's that movie? it was it Contagion or something? One of those movies. Literally, people were dropping dead. And you think I'm about to go back and work on somebody's plantation 5 days a week? Now, I was never really working 5 days a week. I'm going to be honest. I work 3 to 4 days a week because I've never been a big worker. But I am not going back to work for nobody the majority of the days in the week, making you rich, making me depressed, making me anxious, having me on medication while you over there chilling in Guatemala. I'm not doing that. And I don't have to do that. You know, like I have a couple of men in my family that are supervisors in different arenas, and they're like, they can't find anybody to work. And when we were at my party, we were playing spades. One of the things they were saying, my stepdad said, well, we can't find nobody to work because they like her. And he pointed to me. And I was like, well, what I do? He was like, because you work online and travel the world. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. We living our best lives out here. We're not trying to work on these plantations, do 5 days a week, making $12 an hour. Gone are the days where people want to work their life away. They have seen their life slip through their fingers. Hell, now they're talking about monkeypox. Like, ain't nobody got time for all of that. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Like, nobody is really trying to live that life anymore. Like, people are trying to live a life that is free and well. I got a friend, they offered her a job, great money, but they said she was going to have to work. It was half in the office, half online. And as my friend was in another state at this time, I said, girl, how you going to work half in the office and half online? How you even going to do that? When was the last time you worked in the office? Because she's like, well, I'm more productive with people in the office. Are you now? Because when was the last time your behind worked in the office? Y'all know she ain't take that job. No, she ain't take that job. Even though it was more money, it was hella money now. It was hella money. But when you think about it, those 2 days a week add up. So in the end, she was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to go ahead and take this other job where I can still travel however I want to, be free. I don't have to go to anybody's office. It's not as much money, but honestly, how much money do y'all really need to live off of? Like that you would be willing to trade in 40 hours a week or even 20 hours a week. Like what is your magic number that you would say, I will give 20 hours a week in the office for this number? What is that magic number? And while y'all think about it, I'm gonna read the comments. And make sure you hit like if you're just joining, so YouTube knows you like it. Let's see. Angela says she'll be 15 in November. She started high school, 9th grade. Oh, yes, girl. Home stretch, high school. I like high school though. For my kid, for my daughter, we had fun. Let's see. Great resignation millennial right here. We good out here. Yes, girl. Me too. I'm like, Oh yeah, well, girl, we had fun playing spades. We were up to 2 a.m. playing that spades game. Never would I visit it one time, and it's a hell no. Which place is that? Is that Costa Rica? Which place would you not visit again? But yeah, I'm part of that great resignation. So I left my job. I was on leave for depression and anxiety. I'm a nurse practitioner, and after triaging all of those COVID patients, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I went on leave, depression and anxiety, in October. That's when I found out about the Exodus Summit, the first one they ever had. So I guess this was 2020. That next year, 2021, me and my son left and went to Panama. Y'all, I was still on leave. I think between that time and when I left, I had worked 1 month. So I left again. So I went to Panama and Costa Rica while I was on leave. I applied for a job working online. So I started working online. And that next year in October, I resigned from my full-time job. Mind you, in a year, I promise y'all, I worked like a month. I got paid, but I only worked like a month. And I was over in Costa Rica and Panama. Like, yeah, I took that short-term disability and left. I was like, this is part of my woosah. I can't. How long y'all want me to triage and deal with these patients that are dropping dead and not feel like my life is worth so much more? Like, we not doing that. Oh yeah, you can't work on the plantation. No, ma'am, not working on that plantation. Can't put a price on freedom. The thought of getting micromanaged in somebody's office makes me itch. I'll be honest. I so when you're in nursing, they always send you the we call them headhunters, and they always send you these things about jobs and stuff like that. And y'all, they sent me this one job, right? And then they kept sending me stuff because I was ignoring it. So I didn't respond. And they kept sending me stuff. So I responded back to him and I said, right now I'm only in the market for a job that is less than 15 hours a week. That pays more than such and such amount of money, that's completely online and is no restrictions where I can travel all over the world. If you have a job that fits that description, feel free to reach out to me. That man, he just said okay, and I hadn't gotten an email since. I'm sure that man was like, I hate my job. Y'all, that man never emailed me back. That was my response. He kept contacting me. Like, you keep contacting me. Let me explain to you why I'm not responding. He sent emails. Charisma, we have not heard back from you about this wonderful opportunity. Well, let me tell you about your wonderful opportunity, sir. This is what I need. This is what I'm willing to do. These are all the things I'm not willing to do. Do you really want me on your email list? Like you said, you can't put a price on freedom. And once you have a taste of freedom, it's just hard to go back. It really is. Like, cause me, I only work for 15 hours. Like, that's all I do. And that's good. That's good. That's my week. That's like that is my week. Oh yeah, I spelled it out. I spelled it out to him. I just had my birthday, so I spelled out my birthday goals. And my birthday goals, they don't only consist of financial, they consist of my mental status. They consist of people in my life. Some people can't make it with you every year. You can't take everybody with you every single year. There are some people I gotta trim the fat. Like either you on this or you not. And some of you have proven that you're not on this ship. Like there's a ship for you. It just ain't Charisma SS. Ain't that what they put behind the name of the ship? It ain't it. Make sure you click the like button. I remember to say it that time. Make sure you click like. You can share with anybody you think will want to jump on. You can subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, you can't take everybody and everything in the next chapter in your life. That's why I was saying, like, the new year is not January 1st for me, it's August 29th. It's on my birthday. That is my new year. That is when my new year start. I gotta shed the old skin and see what's under there and see what I have to offer and what this world has to offer me. So it's like, even though I'm not getting out of the country right now and I got to keep pushing that trip, it's for good reasons. I'm making some major moves, some major boss moves. Picking my real estate, it's moving, it's going quickly. I'm actually, I don't think I've announced this. I'm one of the, but if you all follow Exodus and Rashida, I'm one of the speakers there. I'm going to be talking about how people can invest in real estate passively, make the money and get out. Like, I'm all about that life. Like, I just can't be working for anybody. Like, at this point, I do psychiatry because I like it, but that's why I only do like 15 hours a week. And it's something that I like to do, but I'm trying to be the passive investor and I'm trying to pass on generational wealth. My daughter has not caught on to being in the investment light, but I'm hoping that she will eventually. because I just want to pass that on. Oh, what it do? Happy birthday, fellow Virgo. Yes, love it. Um, what'd you say? Oh, thank you. Somebody actually, who was it? Joy Route. Joy Route is a YouTuber, van life YouTuber as well. And she actually nominated me, but they told me they were looking at me to do the real estate anyway. So I will be doing the Exodus Summit. So I'm excited about that. And just, kind of telling people how they can live that way. And I know people are like, oh, real estate takes too long. It just depends on how you do it. Like I invest in real estate all different ways. I do syndications. I do commercial. Like I'm looking at a commercial property right now in Alabama. So I got to go to Alabama. I do residential in Atlanta. I invest in different ways. I've done Airbnb before. I just Airbnb isn't something that I would 100% go towards right now, the way this market is shifting and these laws and rules are coming down. But it's a great way to make money, at least short term. So, I mean, I feel like it's just not a lot out there for us women, especially Black women, to really make money. Like we don't really know the ways to do that, but we about to. We about to be all in this, making money all different kind of ways. Because I'm still gonna listen to some of the stuff because it's no limit on making money. Now like Stephanie said, we not gonna do all of them, but I don't know. I may get on there. I may be able to do a few toe pictures, get me some extra money with that. I don't mind. So, but yeah, I'm really excited about what it is that we're doing. I'm really excited about where we're going and the fact that we no longer have to be the angry Black woman because we ain't angry no damn more because we ain't doing that shit. We said no. That's it. We said no. We just not doing it. Like it's very simple. We're not doing it anymore. That's not how it's gonna work. That's not how we want it to work. We're just not doing that. That life is over. Y'all had us out here getting all these degrees, working hard, doing all these jobs, not paying us the money that we deserve, not giving us the respect that we deserve, ignoring our strength, ignoring our resilience, ignoring our education. And now y'all looking around talking about, but where they at? They ain't there. We gone. That woman is gone. When you go to other places in the country, they look at it. The Black woman is the hardest working person in America. I ain't trying to be part of that life. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna leave that for the other Black women that want to be the hardest people, hardest working people in America. No. Mm-mm. I'm just not about that life anymore. Yeah, that move abroad money, move abroad. Even if you're not moving abroad, just money to live that free life, that happy life. Just having those funds to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Like you don't have to be rich. You just want to be comfortable and happy and free. Like that's what all you trying to do. Um, Honey, I'm just not about. I'm not about it. I'm not. You know, y'all can take that narrative and do what you will with it, but don't put it on me. I don't. I have to say, I don't think I've ever been as happy in my life as I am at this point. Maybe not this moment because I got to get back up out of here, but just a contentment in my life where I just am content. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Let me know, like, if y'all have noticed that. Like, you just are content with your life. You're happy. You're comfortable in your own skin. You don't feel like you got to look a certain way, do a certain thing. Like, you living in the Caribbean, honey. You can wear a bikini if you want to. Don't nobody care if you fat or not. Don't nobody care if you got some rolls. Like nobody really cares. Like you just do you and you're just happy in it. Like that is just the life. I love that life. And that's the life that I plan to continue to live. Like that life of absolute freedom. You know, people go from here being on welfare, they over in Rwanda with their own farmland. You know what I mean? I met somebody in Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica, a guy. He said here he was nothing more than just a small time drug dealer. Literally. He went there, he got with a man, he taught him how to farm the land. Now he got his own business. He up there farming the land. This is in Costa Rica, Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica. He is farming his land. He's growing his own crops. He got the banana tree. He was telling me about the history in Puerto Viejo. He was telling me about like how our people came over there. He was telling me about my own history because that's where my family is from. Like black man, like he here in America, he was nothing. But when he got over there, honey, he was everything. He got a wife, he got a baby on the way. Like he was like, I would have never gotten this far in America. He had to shake those shackles off because that's all America is. They just keeping you on shackles. Now, what I'm not going to do is renounce that citizenship. You ain't getting this passport back. My grandma worked very hard for this passport for me so that you won't get back. You will not hear me over here saying, oh, you need to renounce. We ain't renouncing nothing. Let's not get it twisted. But we're going to take that money and we're going to live happily ever after wherever it is that we want to live. So if you're just joining us, say hi. Make sure you hit the like button, but jump in and tell us about yourself. We just here on a Tuesday night, just talking and chatting like we ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. I kind of do. I don't know. Hey girl, how are you? Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. So y'all, we're just kind of talking about our escape from America and how we're dropping that angry black woman narrative, or we already dropped that and we picking up that happy life contentment narrative. That's the one we picking up. That's the one that we're doing. And yes, Dale, I remember you. I definitely do. That was my girl. She was from New Orleans back in the day. Yes, Angela, we holding on to that passport. I don't understand people that's like, how do I renounce my American citizenship? What? I'm like, you do realize it's your American citizenship that allows you to be in other countries, that allows you to purchase these things, that allows you to live like the queen that you are or the king. Why are you trying to renounce your American citizenship? I mean, let's not get it twisted. Stuff goes on in these other countries too. Like you ain't trying to be up in Nigeria during voting season. What am I trying to say? During the election. No, they say you can be in Nigeria and that you will be safe as an American. But I'm like, I mean, I'm not white. So what would make somebody think I'm not Nigerian until I open my mouth? Do I just assume they don't think I'm Nigerian so they won't stab me? Like, I don't know. So I am not trying to be up in Nigeria during election season. So I may fly to another country, but I may just fly back to America. Plus, I have family and friends here. What happens if something happens to them? I need to be able to get back and see them. So I'm not team renounce my American citizenship. I'm team come get these American dollars and take them wherever I want to go and live my best life. I'm team that. Like America is always gonna be the place where I'm gonna make my money. I may go somewhere else, make some money as well, but this is the bread and butter. You're not renouncing this. Your ancestors worked hard for this. Like this is their land. Whether or not they want to tell you this is your land, this is your land. So why would you give up your land? I ain't that mad at Trump that I'm about to give up this American citizenship. I don't give a damn. Now I ain't gonna be here during the election. I done told y'all that I won't be here. I'm gonna let y'all deal with that foolishness. I'll send in the absentee ballot. However, However, this little blue passport book. Oh no, that's like gold. You can take this money before you take this passport book. Like, I'm not giving that up. That's what allows me to go where I want to go. So, just in case you were thinking about that in the back of your mind, don't do that. Mm-mm. It's worth too much. It's worth. Do you know why? Why you think all of these foreigners try to marry Americans? They want the passport. They want that American paper. They want to come and establish that American dream. We already did that. We did the kids, the house, the cars, the white picket fence. We already did that. But for them, they're like, wait, that's what we want. That's what we're aiming towards. Our behinds over here, like, oh, how much is that mortgage? Yeah, I don't really think I want to do that mortgage. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. Let me go over here to this ocean. Y'all can take the mortgage. Which I mean, that's cool, but don't give up that citizenship. That citizenship is gold. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all. So tell me what's on your mind, y'all. What's on your mind? We've been on here for an hour and a half. I can't believe it. I did not think y'all would be on here on a Tuesday. I just thought I'd be on here talking to myself. Cause y'all know at this point, the way my life moves, I'm just so random. I get on when I can. But I just thought I'd be on here talking to myself. Nobody would be on here with me. But it looked like y'all like this Tuesday night. Like this Tuesday night is good. I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm not doing nothing on a Tuesday. This is cool. I like this. Now I would have had my wine. Instead, I had my Chick-fil-A. Arnold Palmer. I don't know. So yeah, we may have to do this Tuesday night again. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna end it here because it's like 10 o'clock and I think my kid fell asleep on me. He'd be like, forget you, mom. But that's okay. I'm doing a whole weekend for him this weekend. We're going fishing. We're going on the chartered boat. We're going to monster truck. We're going to the rally, and then we're going to the actual monster trucks. We got a hotel we're gonna stay at. So he's gonna have a whole weekend. So it ain't like he missing nothing right now because he's so excited. He's been counting down the days to do our activities. So, but y'all. We have. I was like, yeah, I didn't know we had been out here so long. But yeah, I think we're gonna do the same thing. Make sure, just make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so it'll tell you when I'm going live. Because I don't have a schedule as much as I did anymore. So make sure y'all click the bell. So you get the notifications, and we're gonna do this again. And let me know what you want to talk about next time, so we know what we want to chat about. Because y'all know I just get on here and I talk about everything. They tell me I'm supposed to have notes. I don't have no notes. I go with it. If y'all go on a topic, I go on the topic. I don't have no notes, y'all. We are free over here. We are free and fabulous. So good night, y'all. Yes, we are doing it big. My baby been here. We haven't had a whole lot of time to spend together like we normally do. So we really need it. Like somebody was like, oh, you want to do brunch this weekend? No, ma'am. This is all my baby's time. There's no brunch this weekend. It'll be brunch with him at Monster Truck Rally that I really don't even like, but I'm going to be right there talking about woo woo. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, he needs his time. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. So all right, y'all. Well, have a good night, sweet dreams. And we're gonna talk about some goals for the new year next time. I think that's what we need to do. Talk about our goals. All right, ciao.